With the huge announcement of Animation Chronicle 2023, I figured, well, we would talk about 10 cards that we actually want to see. More archetypes that we want to see for this set. Alright, to the 30% of you that have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button, smash it so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So top cards that we want to see in Animation Chronicle. We're going to start off with the Chimera, Hydra, Dragon. Now, for those of you that don't remember, this archetype actually showed up in the anime, and it was technically the first Link 5, but we never, ever got this archetype made into actual cards. And this was basically an attribute-based theme that was actually quite cool for what it aimed to do. You know, being able to basically make this Super Link 5 monster with all the crazy support left a lot of people on the edge of their seat from back in the day, and we never really saw much come out of this. Now, I think this would be a great opportunity for Konami to at least start opening up the door here and possibly showcasing some of the power that we could actually see with this. So, looking at you, Konami, this is a great opportunity to give the community the Hydra Drive stuff, or at least the Link 5. Next up is going to be number 1, the fake version. Now, for those of you that don't know, a lot of the fake number monsters did actually kind of show up. You know, we just got the little ninja mosquito. Now, this is a great time to give us number 1. And for what we have for the text here from Alan Max version, on Exceed Summon, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and send one card to the graveyard. And once per turn, you attach one number Exceed monster from your opponent's graveyard to this card as an Exceed material. And then once per turn, detach one material from this card, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that card. And if you do, if that was a monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroy monster original attack. This will probably do something in addition to a majority of this, but, you know, another card that can extra deck rip, if we have generically learned anything, has ended up being pretty good. You know, a lot of these majority cards that we have seen get these, you know, transitions over here have pretty much always proven to us that they're going to maintain some sort of similar clause in their effects. Next up is DD Brownie. Now, I looked at this card and I was like, there's no way that this is actually real. Well, now, this card is busted. If this card is special summoned from the extra deck to your field, you can special summon this card from your Pendulum Zone. So as long as a monster is summoned from the extra deck, you get to summon this thing from your Pendulum Zone. So it'll give you a low scale, then bring itself out. And if this card was Pendulum summoned from the extra deck, you target one Pendulum monster in your Pendulum Zone, you attribute this card in a DD monster, and if you do, special summon that target out of the Pendulum Zone. This gives you a method to, you know, scale up a relatively large card, and then go ahead, and when you go ahead and do your Pendulum Summon, you can go ahead and bring out this huge threat on your opponent, which is actually very, very strong. I like that a lot because giving you the potential to kind of take or make use of those larger monsters is something that we haven't seen DDD be able to do consistently. Next up is D-Mind. Now, when I saw this card, I was like, huh, can we actually, like, get some sort of use out of this? So activate only if you control no Destiny Hero monsters. So have summon one level 3 or lower Destiny Hero monster from your deck. Now, the first big thing you're going to take away from this is, what level 3 Destiny heroes do I really care about? Because when you think heroes, you level 4 is like the go-to, right? Like Diamond Guy, you know, Dash, or all the higher level stuff. There is Disc Commander. There is the potential to use, like, you know, the guy that banishes stuff, Doomlord. You know, I guess Dark Angel's like your maximum value that you're going to get off of this card at the end of the day. But I think that this has some pretty cool potential overall to actually be a semi-relevant card at the end of the day. So I'd be actually really happy if Konami went ahead and made this into an actual card. So something I'd personally like to see here. And then we have the Dark Corridor, Dark World Corridor, whatever this actually ends up translating to. But this spell card lets you add a Dark World monster from your deck to your hand and then discard a card. You know, when we got the Dark World structure deck, a lot of people were so excited. They're like, we're finally going to get Dark World Corridor. You know, we're finally going to get the chance to get this. And the tumbleweeds just rolled on through. That was it. We haven't seen hide nor tail this, but this technically does meet the requirements to be an anime card, as the dust continues to roll on through GX here, as we still don't have this. To what damage this actually does, I mean, you can recruit a snow, discard the snow, go search your fields. But at the end of the day, the crazy value you get off of this, it's not so crazy. Just one more filtering option that Dark World really needs. But I actually hope that this would just stay as discarded Dark World card and not just a generic card, because the danger value would be a little bit too good. Next up are going to be the main decked masked hero monsters. Now, for those of you that have, well, if you're a hero main, you know that the masked heroes do exist in main deck forms, but they don't actually have effects to my understanding. They were all just vanilla monsters. Now, one big thing that I keep getting told by all my friends that love heroes is, we just need one masked hero main deck monster. Just one. You give me one, we can do so much more. Because, you know, you'd open up the door to contrast hero getting the chance to actually do something. And that'd be cool. I think it really would. But Konami has definitely shown to us at this point that they have very much held back on the masked heroes so far. But I think that this would be, Konami, if you're watching this, I think this would be a good opportunity to get those main deck monsters actually into the community and actually kind of showcase something here. All right, hero players continue to want to eat well. Next up is the Ojamandala. Now, this is just try white, I feel like, but activated by paying 1,000 life points. If there's an Ojama green, yellow, and black are in your graveyard, you can special summon one of each to your field. Now, does this make Ojamas like super busted? No, but it is another searchable card that you can actually play for the archetype, and that's what Yu-Gi-Oh players want to see out here. You know, let Ojama players continue to get more of these power-ups. All right, to be honest with you, they really deserve it. All right, and I guess to be fair, this technically makes us one step closer to the possibility of that, you know, armed dragon, you know, pile turbo deck actually being viable. So keep that in mind. Every little piece that you can continue to add in to, you know, the little pile actually just continues to make the possibility even better. Next up is going to be the Alchemy Beast. Now, to what I remember, the Alchemy Beast weren't like crazy strong cards. If Konami actually does choose to visit these cards, they would have to be done in some pretty strong power-ups, in my opinion. Now, Konami has shown us here in the past that they can actually do so. And I think actually giving the Alchemy Beast maybe a tie-in more with Macro Cosmo, or, you know, some sort of further identity to them than what they've done in the past, I think would be a very cool thing. Overall, I mean, they have cool potential. It's just they don't really feel like they have an identity of their own, kind of like Ice Barriers, where they just kind of do everything, and then, you know, you kind of just have to make an effect up for them along the way, I feel like. But I think in terms of a slate that they can draw on, this one seems to be like the overall coolest at the end of the day. Next up here is Valens Armor cards. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We've been requesting these for years. All right, like, there is... You know that you want to see these. You want to see full armor graviation. You know, they already proven to us that they could make something like Runic actually work out here, which is just FPS. It's just you or me in this case, and this is my deck. I'll go do it myself. The armor cards essentially feel like that. You know, you're going to do the job yourself. So I think that would be really cool if we could actually, you know, kind of take advantage of a method and the ability to actually, you know, suit yourself up and duel, you know. But alas, I'm definitely excited for what they could actually do here. But, you know, I'm sure the armor cards have been something that they've decided or they've wanted to test out for years. I'm sure they have some sort of concept working for these. It's just a decision tree to decide if they want to, you know, release them. And then the biggest card I want to see released is Judgment Arrows. So this is the one spell card that actually has link arrows, and I feel like Konami releasing this just means that, you know, they're going to have to make a spell card with arrows on it, but it basically allows it to double its current attack and gives you 3 link arrows on the field. Your problem with this, though, is, you know, having some extra link zones could potentially do some harm, but I do think that this is one of those cards that we've just been missing for so long. I would really love the chance to see this. So this is everything I want to see out of Animation Chronicle. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.